The Curious Incident of Dog in the Nighttime opens this fall at the Chance Theater. I am here with director Daryl Hovis. Daryl, thanks for taking some time out to talk to me. I know that last week up to the show can be one of the most stressful ones, so thank you for taking the time.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Great. Daryl, how long have you been with the Chance Theater now?
A long time. I actually have been a member of the company since we were in our first space in early 2000s. I don't want to say how long. But where I directed productions Therese Rocan, The Angelina Project, History of American Film. And since then, I veered more into the education in the last recent years and been the associate producer for the TYA series, where I directed several shows. So this is actually my first main stage show in quite a while. So I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, that's amazing. You've done quite a lot then. So tell us a little bit about this particular play that we're doing.
Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime is about a very curious, it's in the title, see what I did there, precocious 15-year-old boy who comes across a situation where one of his neighbor's dogs, I'm sorry if it's a spoiler, but it starts off the show and it's in the title. The neighbor's dog is murdered, and so he, having a love for dogs because they are loyal and they don't lie like people, he wants to find out who saw or who killed the dog, but he doesn't realize that he's in store for a bigger adventure, discovering secrets about his past and his family that he then eventually tries to solve by going outside of his comfort zone. It is not said whether deliberately whether Christopher's on the spectrum or is neurodivergent, but in the story and in the book, it's very clear that he operates under very certain rules of behavior, which are very similar to that. And so he's having to push himself out into a world that's not set up for him or people like him, and having to navigate those worlds. And it's really about family and about love and about trust and about forgiveness as much as it is about finding out who killed the dog.
Wow, that sounds like an incredible show. What was it that drew you to this play in particular?
Curious Incident has been in one of my top 10 since I've read it to want to direct, because it really fits my style of storytelling. I like to be visual, and I like to tell the story through movement and movement language, and I'm also big on multimedia and projections. I am also a sound designer as well. So the show is right up my alley because it really relies on a collaboration between those mediums and how it fits with the actors and to tell this beautiful story.
Wow, that's I truly can't wait to see it. What's been the most challenging aspect of directing a play that features a neurodivergent teenager?
I think it was important for us to try to find somebody who identifies as neurodivergent as an actor, although we can't particularly ask for that in auditions. But I think it was important to us so that it wasn't about us portraying this character as neurodivergent, but he happens just to be neurodivergent, and using that as a platform to create the conflict. So we got lucky to land Aaron Lippa, who is playing Christopher, and he happens to identify as that. And so it's been really enlightening as we navigate and try to work this story and seeing it from his perspective as well. But I think it's important that these stories are being told by people that are associate and define themselves as those things. So we got very, very lucky.
So Aaron Lippa, he's new to the Chance, but a lot of the other actors in the show are Chance alumni and resident artists. What's it been like working with that cast? What's been the most fulfilling thing working with that cast?
I think the collaborative nature, that's what I thrive on. So I am a director who likes to provide that playground, the boundaries, but then let's play within that and let's see the things that we come up with. So this cast has been very giving and very patient and with each other, and it's been wonderful to find shapes and moments that come out of that sense of play as opposed to treating it academically. And I think having that combination of people that are old friends that have done past shows and current members that I've been working closely with for several years, you kind of can get to that play level without having to like get to know each other first and like, do we trust and stuff like that. We could just get to the work immediately, and that has been such a delight.
Yeah, that certainly saves a lot of time, that's for sure. And then you have that great charisma with everyone working together. So wonderful. And then you're doing nights for neurodivergent audiences as well, right? What does that look like?
As we have done with our Theater for Young Audience series, we offer relaxed performances where we, this is a little bit different from that, but we want to provide opportunities for families that and children for the 2AA that are on the spectrum or are neurodivergent. And so we tend to tone down the lighting effects and tone down the sound effects, leave the house lights on. Audiences are free to get up and leave if they feel uncomfortable, to come into the lobby to either calm down or whatever it is that they need and enter in. In this case, we are keeping the sound effects the same, but we're keeping the house lights on and allowing the audience to come in and out as they please. And so we feel it's important that theater is accessible to all people, not just the privileged. And I think it's been such a delight with the TYA for the relaxed performances. So I'm excited to actually have our first semi-relaxed performance for a main stage show.
Yeah, that's a really great thing to offer to audiences. So I love that the Chance is doing that. What are you most excited for audiences to get to experience in watching this show?
I think the main thing is to be able to see something from somebody else's perspective and to gain a greater appreciation for everyone. I don't think this is just Christopher's story, although he's driving the story. I think it's a story about all of us when we're trying to navigate the space in between people we don't understand and we don't quite communicate clearly with. And it's really easy to dismiss people if they don't think like us or don't act like us. And I think this is an opportunity to really see how important it is to dive into that differences and to be patient with one another and to be kind to one another and to try to gain a greater appreciation where other people are coming from. I mean, I think the parents, Judy and Ed, is very much their story and their journey just as much as is Christopher's. So I think I would like audience to leave with a greater hope of we have an opportunity to reach out and connect with one another, regardless of where we're coming from, regardless of our beliefs, regardless of the rules of our behavior that we're operating under. And so that is, I hope, their biggest takeaway.
That's beautiful. I personally cannot wait to see it. The Curious Incident of Dog in the Nighttime will be opening September 22nd and running until October 22nd. I am Piper Power. Thanks for stopping by.